What up, guys? Monday, the Daily Vault, day 14. So we're officially like 2 weeks in. Super happy about that. Um, for those that are first timers, I did a challenge to myself, 30 days, 30 streams, because I wanted to get used to streaming and I wanted to kind of learn, how to use the technology. I haven't really been consistent. So I did 30 streams, 30 days straight. I had a great time doing it, talking to people. So I decided to do 500 days straight, which sounds crazy. Everybody's like, 500 days straight streaming? Yeah, that's basically what the Vault 500 is. Today is Motivation Monday, man. And I just want to be on here and wish you guys good morning. And I'm here kind of on time today. So I made it before 8 o'clock. So that's something I've been meaning to do pretty much all week. So I'm here with you guys. I'm doing my walk. I'm in the park. May not look like it, but I'm in the park walking. And that's what we do every day. Walk in the park and we talk business, technology, and stuff like that. So yeah, the key to motivation, man. One thing we're gonna talk about today. I read some really cool articles, man. One of the articles I read was the daily routines of top executives, and you can find this article on Business Insider. I'm gonna go over it a little bit. So the big takeaway that I got from these articles was there's another article right here. How to make healthy habits stick. That's on the Daily Telegraph. Another good article I read. And let me give you a breakdown of what these articles said. Basically, talked about clarity, something that I talk about a lot. When you do something consistently, like for example, like I got up here for the past 2 weeks and I've been streaming, talking to you guys, walking. I've learned a lot about myself. When you get up and you constantly do the same thing, something that's good for you, like my walk right now, you grow a little bit. So you guys, talking to you guys helped me to grow, because I'm like, wait a second, like sometimes today it was easy to get up. So that's how you know you're growing as a person. Today I got up with no problem and got on here. So that's how you know you got better, right? But there was some days where I didn't want to get up. I didn't want to get up in the morning. I didn't feel like walking. And I just pushed myself to do it. And when you push yourself and you get up and you do things you don't want to do, it becomes routine. And that's where the clarity comes in, right? You start to understand, like, if you do something that's good for you consistently, you keep getting up in the morning, you do it, it becomes easy after a while. So that's where the repetition with discipline, Repetition builds discipline. So me getting up every morning, coming on here, even when I didn't feel like getting up. Sometimes we don't feel like getting up. Sometimes we don't really feel like doing certain things. But what? Guess what? You got to do it anyway. Because it's going to build discipline if you get up and you do things you don't want to do, but it's beneficial to you. You're going to build discipline. And that's the reason why I'm here right now. Because I got up this morning and I was like, I'm going to go and I'm going to get this walk in and I'm going to talk my junk and tell people how I feel. And it was easy to get up today. But in the past, when I was doing the 30-day 30 streams, 30-day 30 streams, it was very difficult. It's difficult to get up. Difficult to get up in the morning, man. So, whenever you're trying to do something, trying to reach that next level, repetition. Form a habit that's good for you. Not bad for us, right? We sleep late. We eat unhealthy. I'm not everybody. I might have a couple of people on here that are thorough when it comes to discipline, when it comes to eating and working out and stuff like that. But when it comes to the repetition, man, it's gonna make you better. It's gonna make you more disciplined. Do those things. Get up and do those things that are difficult to do. So I wasn't an experienced streamer. So now when I started, like if you look at the first videos, I was horrible. And I'm not saying that I'm any better when it comes to what I do. Me, I'm a teacher, so I teach. I like to game too, but I don't really game as much. More of a teacher, right? So you just do what you know how to do. And you try to become good at that. Everybody's different. Not everybody's a teacher. Not everybody has the education to be a teacher. But with social media, you don't really need an education to teach, right? I just happen to have one because I'm an actual teacher, but you don't need it. I see influencers making a ton of money, being successful with no education. I saw an interview that Gary Vee did recently. A lot of these major companies, they're looking for people that don't have college degrees. They're just looking for people who have certifications and specific skills. Like, for example, cybersecurity analysts. They might be just looking for somebody who has a certification. They don't care about the degree no more. Do you know cybersecurity? That's the question. So that's basically what it is, man. Just repetition. Well, today, for those just tapping in, it's Motivation Monday. And just talking about motivation. And I read a couple of articles, and this was the result. So It's Monday, Monday motivation. Automate the hustle. This is something that I thought I should share. Just because you couldn't do it yesterday doesn't mean it can't be done today. You're one day stronger. And to each of you from across the planet reading and sharing my books, say thank you, right? So you're one day stronger. Just because you didn't get it done yesterday or last week doesn't mean you can't get it done. You still have another opportunity because you got up this morning. You got another chance. So I'm up here early. I wanted to get up at 7, honestly. I wanted to be here at 7 because when I come at 7 over here during the walk, there's not a lot of people out at that time. And sometimes when people see me talking into my phone and walking, I don't know, I guess they're a bit intrigued. Like, what is this guy doing? But yeah, so that's why I prefer to be out when there's less people. One time I came out here to the park, it was like a whole yoga class on the lawn. It was like everybody was walking their dogs, and I'm standing here, a bunch of people in the park, and I'm on my phone talking in my phone. It was it was something else. But yeah. If you didn't get that one, that's a good article too. But yeah, guys, man, let me see. Do I have a good story I can tell you guys about an experience that I had that you might be interested in hearing? Yeah. So when I started my company a long time ago, right? I didn't really know how I didn't have any connections. I started a media company and I wanted to do celebrity interviews and stuff like that, right? I was working as not a celeb trainer, but I trained a couple of celebs, but I was working as a personal trainer. And somebody that worked for 50 Cent lived inside the building. So my coworker used to tell me every day, go talk to him. He could help you out. You know, you're trying to start this media company and everything. And I was like, he ain't gonna help me. He don't have no interest in what I'm doing. But besides, I'm nowhere. I don't even have a copy of my magazine, right? So one day I was thinking, and I really thought, I took what he said into consideration, right? So I went and I made a copy, a mock-up of my magazine. And I just kept it in my bag. And I ran into the guy, worked 50 Cent, on the elevator. And I just walked up to him and I said, hey, man, I'm trying to do this magazine. I want to do an interview with you, man. And he was like, sure. He was like, come to my office tomorrow, And I gave him the mock-up copy of the magazine. And a day or two later, I was in 50 Cent's office doing an interview with the CEO of his company. And it was that simple. I had no connections. I didn't know anyone. And I just walked up to him in the elevator because he lived in the building. And he said, okay. And that's how I met 50 Cent. Long story short, he started inviting me to events. I met 50 Cent, took a couple of pictures with him. At the time, 50 Cent was on fire. So I took those pictures and I put them on the internet. They got millions of views and likes. The photographs went viral. And it led to different situations. So Just because you don't have any, my point, just because you don't have any connections doesn't mean that you can't just walk up to a perfect stranger and tell them what you're doing. And then they say, hey, I want to help you out, man. I like it. I like the idea. Let me help you. It happened to me. And it put me in a position where I did hundreds of interviews with celebrities. I was able to build my own media company. And I'm here now. And it motivated me to go back to college, get a couple of degrees. I started teaching. And all because of that meeting in the elevator led to me teaching, led to me going back to school, being motivated. That one small chance in the elevator led to a bunch of different things that opened doors for me. And to this day, I have celebrities that are good friends. Not saying that having celebrities is, as a friend is a big deal, I'm just saying, like, having a relationship with someone that you can call that's very successful, when you get down, or is powerful. I have people that are worth hundreds of millions of dollars that I can call and be like, hey, I want to make this investment. What do you think? And then they'll be like, yo, don't do that. Whatever. Don't know. I don't never ask people for money, right? Just because I know somebody who's worth $200 or $300 million doesn't mean you should go around asking people for money. Their advice is way better than money because it's going to teach you how to get it. That's what you want to know. That's what you want to learn. You want to learn how to get the money. You don't want people just giving you money. You want to learn how to get it on your own. You don't want people just giving you money, right? I don't care if you know Bill Gates or whoever, billionaire. They're not going to just give you money just because. Even if this your family, if you got a family member that's a billionaire, they usually set rules to the amount of money that they'll give to family. Like, I forgot the guy's name. One of the Shark Tank dudes. He said that he only gives family members $50,000. And he says, this is a one-time deal. It's never going to happen again. I'm going to give you $50,000. And that's it. Don't ever ask me for money again. And it's understandable. Because I have a friend who is a rapper. And he has family members that ask him for money all the time. Right? And it just keeps, and he said, and then they eventually said, hey, I want to give you some money to invest in a business. Stop asking me for money. I'm going to give you some money to invest in a business. How about that? And they say, no, I don't want that. Give me the 20,000. I don't want to create no business. I don't want to work. Just want to ask you for 20,000 every once in a while. And you give it to me. They weren't with that. And that's how you lose friends. That's how you lose family. When you're very successful, everybody wants to ask you for money. They don't even want you to invest in a business. Say, give me the 20,000. Give me the 20,000. So that's just an example, man, of people just wanting to take advantage of somebody as opposed to being productive, Excuse me, I'm kind of out of breath. I'm walking, in case you guys didn't know. I'm working out, and I'm doing this at the same time. So But yeah, that was my little story of just trying, man. Sometimes you just gotta try. You never know what can happen. So excuse me. Excuse me. You know, I'm working out too. So while I'm talking to you guys, I'm working out. So thank you guys for tapping in though. But yeah, I was just telling a story about how a coworker of mine told me to approach someone who had worked for 50 Cent. I didn't think he would help me. I didn't have no connections. I didn't know anyone. I walked up to him. Long story short, I was working with 50 Cent and the CEO of his company a couple of days later. Someone that had no connection. And I ended up also at the time personal training, working with some big names. I don't want to drop no names. I think that's a little corny. But yeah, man, that was my story, man, of just getting up and just, I didn't even know that was gonna happen. Didn't know. I didn't know I was gonna run into somebody that worked for 50 Cent. Sometimes you just gotta put yourself in the right position too. You gotta get out. It's starting to rain a little bit. So if you see stuff on my hat, oh, it's water. Sometimes you just gotta get out, people. You have a dream, you have a goal, and get out. Be outside, as the young people say, right? On top of putting in the work, make sure you outside. And that's how I got started in media. And I was saying it led to me doing a bunch of different things. Getting a business degree, getting a master's degree, being a teacher, motivated me. Doing that motivated me and it led to a bunch of different things, you know. And now I'm here with you guys, streaming, talking about working with hundreds of different celebrities and AI consulting and all of the different things that I do personally. And one of my goals, my latest goals, is to build my own school. So I want to be the professor, the head professor at my own school. So me being on here has a lot to do with that. Me wanting to start my own school. And I'm part of the YouTube program that they have for live streamers. They're going to be helping me and teaching me how to build an audience live streaming. So I'm going to be on here talking to you guys about that too, about my experience. Because it's a small group of people. It's a boot camp that YouTube has. And they're going to be teaching me how to build my audience. So I'm going to keep you guys up to date on that. I think it starts tomorrow. So I'm going to keep you guys updated with that. So that should be interesting. But yeah, so let's see. Let's go back. You know, if you were on yesterday, Maybe you were on yesterday, maybe not. But this is basically what my week looks like. If you're new to the Vault 500, hopefully you're not. But I gotta repeat myself at times because there's a lot of new people on here. Like I get hundreds of new people every day. I still get a lot of repeat people though, and I appreciate you guys that come back and listen to me every day. But the Vault 500 is me. I'm out here in the park doing my exercise. I'm running, I'm walking, but I'm also talking to you guys at the same time. And I'm streaming for the next 500 days. And today is officially 2 weeks. So it's been like 14 days. So I've been pretty consistent. I'm super happy about that. It's hard to be consistent, man. Especially when you have a life. But right now I'm on vacation because I'm a teacher and we have the summers off. So that's a beautiful thing for me to be able to get on here and share with you guys while I'm on my vacation, getting my workout in. I feel like, getting up here every day and talking to you guys it's been over a month now. I feel like I'm getting healthier, and I feel like I'm sharing information with people, and people are sharing information with me, and it's pretty cool, man. I like it, I enjoy it, and that's the thing about consistency. When at first it was very hard for me to get up in the morning and do this, but then being consistent, I started to enjoy it, and that's growth. That's when you're growing as a person. Being consistent, doing something you don't really want to do, but it's beneficial to you, and then you get used to it and you start to enjoy it. And that shows that you grew a little bit, right? So I'm appreciative. So this is the topics for the week. Today we were talking about clarity, consistency. Something I talk about a lot. I talk about consistency a lot. Super important. Consistency is super, super important. But on here, look. Tomorrow is Tech Tuesday. Tomorrow morning. Probably around 7. I'm gonna try and get up at 7. Don't hold me to it. I try to do it before 9:30. If I do it after 9:30, that's late. So that's what the week looks like. Tech Tuesday, is my favorite day. I love to talk about technology, man. So I'm looking forward to some different topics tomorrow. Maybe I can get a little deeper into, like, I don't know. If you guys want to talk about AI, I don't know. Get a little deeper into AI. We'll see. Get a little deeper into how things work. You know what'll be interesting about tomorrow? is talking about salaries. Bring up a couple of the top executives, and we're gonna break down their knowledge, what they know, and how much they make. Because you know that Mark Zuckerberg just took one of Apple's executives, gave him a $200 million package. That's no exaggeration. He gave him a $200 million package. That included a signing bonus, and it included salary and ownership in Facebook. So this is just because he's one of the top guys in AI. So maybe we could talk about that tomorrow. We'll talk about him and break down his skill set and talk about the skills that he has and what school he went to. And do you actually need Ivy League education to do what he's doing? You know, to get paid to get a $200 million package. Nowadays, do you really need that? From what I remember, he does have a Ivy League education. Not saying that you still need that though. But yeah, maybe we'll do that tomorrow for Tech Tuesday. We'll figure it out. We'll see. But I definitely appreciate you guys for tapping in today. You guys motivate me, take things to the next level. Appreciate you. What's up, guys? Whew. About to end the stream. Tech Tuesday tomorrow. I'm trying to figure out. I want to talk about something different. So I was thinking about talking about a lot of the executive salaries and that work in AI and tech, and how much they make and the skills that they have. So that might be interesting. It's interesting to me. I don't know if it'll be interesting to you guys, but I'll do a little segment on that tomorrow, because I'm sure you guys want to know, how does a man get a $200 million package to work in AI? I'm sure you're interested. Like, what does this guy know? What schools did he go to? We could talk about that and break it down, because that'll be interesting. That'll be one thing that I can talk about tomorrow. But I appreciate you guys for tapping in. Like I said, you guys motivate me. Day 14 of the Vault 500. By the time we end the Vault 500, I want to create. That's why I call it the Vault. People will be able to go into the Vault and learn something. So that's the purpose of me actually being here, is I want to teach something. I want you guys to learn something, and I want to create a vault of knowledge that people can dig into and learn if they want to, you know? So, whew, I'm working out, you know? clarity, man. Clarity Mondays, Motivation Monday. Execute. It's time to execute that plan. You had rest yesterday. Yesterday was Reset Sunday. You got some rest. Now, it's time to put those plans in action. It's time to make those things happen. It's time to get that clarity. Execute that plan. Right? But I want to thank you guys for, it's my watch telling me my miles. I don't know if you guys can hear that. I'm blessed to be able to talk my junk to thousands of people, and I don't take it for granted. I appreciate you guys for tapping in and listening to me. I love this technology when it comes to streaming and stuff like that, and I'm new to it. I'm still new to this, but I'm still able to talk to thousands of people, and I appreciate it. And I do not take it for granted. So thank you guys for tapping in. I'm about to end the stream. So if you're just tapping in, tomorrow is Tech Tuesday, and I'm gonna be talking about, I don't even know yet. We're gonna figure it out though. That's my favorite day though. I love talking about technology. I love talking about the future, and that's basically what it is on there. So today was Motivation Monday, so we had some clarity. We talked about discipline and being consistent, and how consistency helped me and how it's helping me today. Being on here every day for the past more than 30 days, consistently doing my walk and talking with you guys for the 30 days, 30 streams, and the Vault 500. Now it's the Vault 500, which started with 30 days, 30 streams, and then it turned into the Vault 500. And, but if you're just tapping in, the Vault 500 is basically me creating content that people can look back at the future and kind of learn from and see what was going on. So it's like I'm reaching into my vault of knowledge and sharing it with people. So that's why I called it the Vault 500. And the 500 comes from me streaming for 500 days straight. So appreciate you guys. I'll be back tomorrow morning. Hopefully at around 7:30. Appreciate you guys for tapping in. It's King, the Vault 500, day 14. We officially 2 weeks in. And I thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you tomorrow. Appreciate it. Thanks for your time. Really.